Yeah. So, first job was crazy. That Mitsubishi. I'm gonna have a cool video tomorrow for you guys. All right, this is what I wanted to go over here. So 425, I believe. I believe. Sorry, it's been kind of wild. It's been a crazy day. 2014. Yep. All right. Either way, let me go over a few things that are key to this. Two tools. Get the tensioner off. I've already got the pin in. I just kind of got started. Either way, basically. Got to wrap it up. Now I got it all clean. This was the most difficult part. Here's his belt, his old belt. This was what came off initially, okay? That's what he gave me. That's what I was able to get off still. Make sure you get all the old belt off. That stuff is on there like glue. All right, that's the key to this fix. I mean, plenty of rags. It's got a major oil leak issue somewhere. I think it's coming from the bottom of the oil pan, where it appears to be coming from. Hard to say, really, but either way, I got my grenade pin already in, if you know how to do that. Pretty simple. I'll show you in a sec. Let me go ahead and show you how to get the tensioner off there real quick. And I'll show you also how to clean these pulleys. So, let me prop you up. Get you the best view I can get you. And I'm going to show you how to get these few little, these are E10, by the way. Make sure you get proper tools. You're going to have an E10 for this guy. Fit on perfectly, the E10. No problem if you got it. Perfect fit. All right, and basically all you gotta do is just, this little Pittsburgh ratchet isn't bad, not like my other ones. Generally speaking, they're not torqued too, I think they're 19 TPI, something like that. Either way, that's one of them. You have your other one down here. Basically, you just gotta find the right angles to go in at it. And you just kind of crack them loose. They're not on there usually too hard. Be pretty basic stuff. Hopefully you can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm not the best to do all this at once, but let me see if I can get it in there. Here's another one. You get it on there and clunk. There she goes. That's number 2. Get it going. You probably get most of it by hand. Just give it a quick twist, and voila. If you don't lose these, you're gonna need them. And don't let that grenade pin come out and smash your finger. I'll tell you what. Talk about some pain. You will have pain then. Either way, got one more up here, I believe. I've already loosened that one. I think, maybe, I don't know. No, it's the last one, I believe. Got one more. The other one is kind of hidden. It is right up in there, I believe. We got it right there. Okay, so once you got them all off of there, you just go ahead and toss that one back on. I'm going to show you the main thing you need to do is cleaning this thing up. That's going to be the mess. You got to get all this other old belt off of there. That's what you see. There's 2 piles of belt. What's up, brother? I was getting all the rest of that belt off. That's the rest of the belt that was still on there. Damn. I'm about to show them right now the way you do it. That's the thing. People don't understand. You leave that belt on there, you're going to have an issue. So I was getting it. I just started my video, actually. But either way, it's all good. Let me, yeah, so basically, this is what I've been doing. So basically, to get the belt off, it gets all hung up in here. Right. Kind of like I was just showing them, but it gets up in here. So I just take that. Okay. You kind of, you ring it along and you kind of twist it, and you just 3 or 4 cans blade cleaner later, you're good.
Oh, you got it cleaned out, man. That's
yeah, you get them. You got to do it real good. That's the thing. People don't understand. Even down here, you can't really turn that, but you see, even with that, you get so much more of that crap off there. You don't want to leave this stuff in here, okay? Because if you do, and you put the whole one on, it's just not going to be good. And you have so much of it in there. Like even with that, you can just it's still kind of come off of there pretty good. And I'm still getting, it comes off in like chunks at first because your belt was melted on there, of course. This is always important to do. So the crankshaft isn't important, but you can go underneath and everything with that. It's kind of a cool thing to know. And you can see it's really in here. I did really good getting this thing cleaned up. That's the main thing. And that way we'll be able to know where the oil leak is at too, hopefully. The oil leak straight, I'll be able to see where it's coming from. I got you cleaned up good, already lubed, and I just got to pop it all back on. I got all the major stuff done. I was just about wrapping it up.
You say you do brakes too, right?
Yeah, I do all this stuff, man.
So my brake, like when you pull emergency brake, it stays on there because that means I need new brakes.
It could have exploded down in there too. That's what I was going to tell you. Check this out. You can just see what happened. Now they'll explode up inside there on the back. The emergency brake will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's usually what happens. Then you can see
brake.
Yeah, so what I do is I just run it around here and I'm gonna show you all the stuff that'll come up out of this hole. It's just all this stuff you don't want to leave it on here. because it really does. It'll make the old belt come off, and plus it helps it slip off easier. But this, you don't want it up in here. It's not good for your pulley. And you have a bunch of it twisted around the inside, like that right there, where it got hung up. I'm trying to get outside your clutch too. That's another thing. Right here on the outside of your clutch is so important on this compressor.
Appreciate it.
You can see.
I don't know if I did front or back brake on.
It's probably gonna be your back is where your emergency brake. That's it. But you see how much more comes up out of there?
Yeah.
If I give it a quick spray too, it'll get the rest off. You can see it right now, it's more particles. And that's the main thing. So same thing I was gonna show them on here is how I did that. That's the key thing to this. And it's pretty simple other than that. It's more or less just when you clean these pulleys. Like, it ain't hard to do, but then once I get it all kind of scraped loose, you gotta go in with the pick, and that's it. And then when you
anything else like surprise you?
Well, that
popped up?
nah, nothing crazy down here really. But I mean, tensioner, yeah, like I said, it was good to do while you were down the hill, but mainly cleaning through all these grooves and all these pulleys. The crankshaft, you can still see this good bit in there. I'm gonna take a little bit more brake cleaner and give it a good squirt before I put this new belt back on. But you just kind of go around all these pulleys with my little pick, and then see if anything's caught behind it. And that's kind of what I'm checking, because a lot of your belt was up in there. I had to go in and I mean, that's what that second pile is. That's all the extra pieces that was up in here. Literally most of it came out of here. So now that it's loose, you see, I'm gonna go in there, and it's really gummed up in there, but it's good now. I've been working on that stuff for a minute. That was the hardest part really about all of this mess. So I'm finishing getting the tensioner off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and
I'll let you go back to the cord, man.
No, you good, man. I was gonna say I'm pulling your tensioner off right now. This is gonna be the easy part. Yeah, that's perfect. That's all they need to see. So anyway,
when the crazy popped up on you.
Nah, nothing I can tell. Like I said, I'm about to pull it off right now. We're gonna go sit to see. And I was able to get everything re-lubed and got that cleaned. Your master full sensor cleaned. Like I said, I just flipped this back instead of having to pull it off. They got lubricant over there, so now next time you get to work on it, it won't be such a pain in the butt. But this is just the E10 right here, so this is pretty basic. But this is a special ratchet and a lot of people don't have. We didn't put the grenade pin in. I just did that for the sake of doing it. You don't have to, because yours was broke, but if you were going to take the belt off, it would be nice to have done it. So it's good to have it done. That way, more or less I did it for, because when I go to put it back on, that one's already got the grenade pin in it. Does that make sense?
For it anyway. Like, if you
this is definitely time. You can tell when I went to do it, it wasn't real tight.
Yeah.
And it's even, that's why I said in all data, you need to go ahead and just get it done. So that's one of your bolts. To make sure you don't lose it. These are all, you just have 3 E10s. You can see how I got that pin right there. So that's holding this grenade. This thing is in like a grenade pin. That's what they call a grenade pin, because when it comes out of that thing, will go pow. That's why I be careful with my finger. That's why I'm kind of using the ratchet instead of my hand to take it off. Then I don't want that thing to flip loose. If it does, it's gonna fly back up here and pinch your finger really good. I've had to do it. That's actually, one of my pinky's about to fall off right now.
Damn it.
Yeah, I got by one of them. Actually, that was somebody's emergency brake gun. They exploited while I was working on it. I said, son of a gun. Yeah, luckily I'm not worried about it coming this direction as much as I am flying back there. But I'm trying to get it off all together, then I don't got to worry about it at all. Yeah, all right, let's see. Long boat. There you go. It was already out, and they got one more, and the other one's kind of hidden. That's right here, though. It's your last one. And then the whole thing comes off. You see it's getting loose? Hopefully it'll behave itself and not fall off of here. I mean, have that thing go pow. You'll see if the pin comes out. Nah, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. This is the old one. Mainly with the new one, you put it back in, you just had to kind of turn it a little bit, and then you put the belt in place and just pop it loose. So I'm pretty much done. I was just cleaning you up nice. I'm gonna take some more brake cleaner, spray it on there, and that's the last one. So that all comes out. And then the grenade pin, like I said, I got it in there. It ain't in real deep because it don't go in that far, but it's just enough to hold it in place. Right. So if you're working on the car, you know, that's how it would help you out. And so that's how I usually chuck them when I get them off. Whew, that's tore. That's tight it back. After a while, I do that a lot, man. It's like I must have the strongest back muscles in the world.
You like, massages, man.
Oh man, yeah, right. I got the meanest girlfriend ever. She don't give me no massage and shit. That's spy envy. I gotta give her some. I mean, my back massage on the way home in my seat. Right. I don't gotta work. That's how I get my back massage. I think in my seat, man. I'll tell you what, if it weren't for that, I'd be doing this all day. It's like, be a gimp by now. I'll tell you what, it's definitely nice for your back muscles. Yeah, the one I got you turned to 8 the bolt. I don't know what they were doing. It's like they tried to put the thing on backwards. I don't know who did it, but I'm so glad I checked it. So it's your old one. Like I said, you can tell it's not really spinning like I want it to. Right. So more likely, you see how it's doing that?
Right. I probably would call it the
probably, and very well could definitely be, because here's your new one right here. And so I'm just gonna set his here, be real careful, because when that thing goes pow, you'll know it. So just be careful. See, grenade pin, and this one's same type setup.
Right.
This is what the one they come with. See, this is a little bit more fluid. This is, but see, this is brand new. So this one should be a little bit tighter, but it's, like I said, it's brand new. So it'll work itself in as you go. But it's just hard to say. But it's that time anyway. You shouldn't even roll the dice with it. I was done it tonight, but any questions asked. All right, so all right, for this guy putting it back, let's see.
That's cool, man. I ain't gonna interrupt you.
No, you good, man. I'm thinking to myself.
He popped up, you were like, oh,
Yeah, nah, you good, man. I'm just about finished. That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, you're actually pretty good time. And I was like, man, what's taking him so? Nah, but honestly,
you got all the stuff. You got the basketball.
Yeah, I was trying to get it done for in time, but I was, as a penny on tails right here, I've been trying to dodge on it all night, and I just touched the damn thing. But you can see all these little pieces were hung up behind your stuff. That would have been a mess if I didn't get it out of there. That was what the problem I was worried about. And then you just look at it, so it's got to go on the same way this come off. So basically, I know from how I took it off, that basically, yeah, so it kind of gets me crazy. Like, am I dyslexic? This was like this. So basically, you can tell, so when you go to put it back on, then you can 8-pin is facing you. You see?
Gotcha.
Just go right back on, clip.
Gotcha.
Just like this. This is exactly how it go back on.
Gotcha.
So you bolt that back on, slip the belt on, pull the pin, bingo, done.
Gotcha.
Slap all the other stuff back on and you're good. And if you can tell, too, I was going to show you right quick how I cleaned it. Sure that pin don't blow off in there. But anyway, you can tell I cleaned up everything real nice for you the best I could, all the oil. So I try to, like I said, while I'm doing stuff, I lubed all your holes so it can get easier next time to work on. And I mean, that's...
So how would you know, like, what's the problem with the oil, though? How would
I was going to show you. I also clean your alternator real good, too. Use a whole can of master flow on that to get that cleaned out good because it was full of stuff. Okay. So that should help a lot there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah, I lubed all that stuff with a little bit of that. It's called a cup of grease. Right. I'm going to give one more zap of brake cleaner to get this clean off. I'm not going to spray this anymore. I don't want any brake cleaner in there. Right. Still got some stuff. I may spray a little bit back there where I just removed it, too, before I put it back. But I think you're leaking right here. Bottom of your... I think it's like your oil pan. I'm assuming it's coming from maybe down there. There's so many maybes in here. It's just nowhere I see it stands out. It's like somebody spilled the shit everywhere. Honestly, you sure somebody didn't? Cause look right there. I mean, look, you got oil all up in here. Look. I think you got a leaky valve cover somewhere. It's got to be, cause look right here. There's oil everywhere. Right. It's just a big puddle there. It's just more likely it's a plenum gasket valve cover, something like that. So it's probably leaking down the spark plugs, and you know, I would take them all out and check them.
Could it be someone who didn't know how?
Somebody might have just, could have just been. Maybe. A
lot
of people are just half-assed. Yeah. And they got to put the oil in there and just.
Yeah, because the last one I went to
flying.
Was somebody new, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is probably like 6 months ago.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can't trust these places because
exactly.
they don't, and they just want to get the oil done. So what they do is they go in there and I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. You go to hit the machine they ain't really used to before. Right. And all of a sudden oil going all over the place. They ain't got oil all over your BMW top and squirting down the cover anyway, but off. Right. But you can see, I don't really see an oil leak. So I'm just thinking, I mean, except for that pole, but it's not anything that could really leak right there. And also the blowback. Now, blowback is something that's caused usually another issue. I'll throw my computer on here in a second. But I don't really see any other major issues unless the valve cover is leaking inside your cylinders and you're smoking some exhaust, which it could be. So,
but I do be, you know what I'm saying, like, I gotta put like a quart of oil every time I drive the joint. You know what I mean?
Drinking it down the valve cover then. You probably just, you got 100 something. I would go ahead and get your valve covers done, get your spark plugs, have your tune-up done. It's about time for it. It's definitely something that is not hard to do. You should probably go ahead and do it. Let me spray this before I put that one back on. I'm going to use some more brake cleaner to spray off. Yeah, I'm just about done. I should be done in 15 minutes. I say time.
Really? So. Putting all stuff back and everything?
Yeah, that's the easy part. The hardest part was just cleaning it up. Yeah, I got all the hard stuff, but I was trying to get all that belt out of there. Yeah, you was trying to get everything caught back on. That's just me trying to make sure I get it clean right. Back in a half-ass. You don't want to do that. Right. If I'm gonna do it, you know, I'm gonna get sure it's right.
I be damaging their parking lots, man. You saw the oil left on the. I always try to park in the same spot so I don't mess up the whole spot.
Yeah, I got it good for you though. Too. I got it too. Even down here.
You can park here or here. That's me too.
Yeah, you can tell. Even down here on your cover, I cleaned it up so good. Look, I doubt you got to worry for a minute. So I basically took it all and I got it all down there, wiped up. I mean, I got it pretty good. I don't think you have to worry about it for a little while, but basically I'm gonna spray it real good again. Now that I picked it off. One more time, spray that off one more time, and then I'm just gonna slap it back on there. And like I said, it's not really too bad. Then I'm finished. Just spray the rest of the stuff off all your sensors down there. But I mean, you can tell just from scraping it off, that's a lot. Yeah. Stuff that come off of there, and like the stuff that's kind of tough. Give it one more good zap. And like I said, it's gonna come off all the way. Cool. So that's gonna look good, man. I'm just about wrapped up with you. So if you want to, I will In about 15 minutes, I'll be done. And in here, I always take smash air flow cleaner and go back in there. Because you don't want too much stuff in your alternator. Same way in there, smash air flow for all that. And spray up tops. Because that's the stuff you don't want to get all that crap up in your you know, electrical stuff. But mainly the holes here, I'm going to squirt them out. And like I said, it ain't going to be long. I will definitely let you know if you want to go. Like I said, lay it down for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm just about wrapping up, man. It was just a lot of belt I had to get off of it. Here's all. All right. Yeah, about 15 minutes. I'll hit you up if I beat you to it. 1 or 2. No rush. All right, so we're wrapping this up here, just about. I'm gonna finish cleaning up and get in there. Make sure we get all that oil out. So if it does re-leak again, I'll know. But mainly getting all that belt off of there. That was the fun part. Cleaning behind that pulley real good because I don't want to have any more issues with that pulley. So we'll go ahead and put this back on here. Now that I see much, you probably couldn't see what I was doing. Basically, I blasted off both of those right real good. And I took my pick and worked it all the way around on that thing real nice. I was able to basically clean all those pulleys. Had an oil leak, I don't really see a lot, but I was able to spray almost everything off. There's still some back there, I swear. I don't know where the heck all this oil be coming from. I done used about 3 cans of brake cleaner already, but it's back here too. You can just see it everywhere. Here's still more oil. So obviously something leaking big time back here. I'm gonna go ahead and spray behind that pulley good, because I don't want anything. If I see it leaking again, I want to be able to diagnose it properly. So, but like I said, this isn't nothing too crazy, but either way. Alrighty, so that should be pretty good. I'll go ahead and get this guy back on there and get it wrapped up. So now, I don't know if y'all saw me take it off. That was a customer, so I had to take a break, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these back in. I'm gonna give it a quick little lube, some of the lube I already got up here. So I'm gonna set you up here to the side for a second, like I had you again for a second. We'll see, real quick. Doo-doo. I think y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe I'm a little bit high, but you know, can't be perfect on this one. So. It's a pain. Trying to get that lined up just right, but either way, once I throw this tensioner back on, I'll be able to show you and put the belt on. I'll be able to show you more. So I'm just trying to prop you up for now, so I can give you a little bit of a view. Daggone. Either way, let me try it like this. That ain't gonna work there. Shoot, I know what to do it. All right, I might be able to do it. Let me see. Well, you know what? I got a good idea. I can try just like that one. Let me try that again. I actually had a perfect spot and hit the button. Alrighty, so you can actually get a pretty daggone good view right there, I think. Alright, if I can get it to stay. Perfect. Never find a perfect spot on the car you work on, I swear. Alright, so basically you can see the holes right there. Okay, good to go. Let me put this on back on. Or leave the grenade pin in for now. And we'll go ahead and put it back in place. It's gonna actually look like it's going down because it actually tilts down pretty far. On in, might go up here like this, and we just do one at a time. What I am gonna do is this. I'm gonna lose these bolts, so I'm actually gonna put them on the ground right here on the pavement, and get a little bit of this grease off of this guy, and get the one in and get the other ones in. So if I can get it in through there, that's one at a time. Okay, so. They've been pretty patient. Like I said, you definitely want to be able to take your time and get this old belt removed off of there. You don't want to leave any old belt residue on those vehicles. It's very important not to do that. It will cause issues down the road. I will promise you that one. All right. Anyways, if I can get that piece in there. Hopefully, for some reason it feels like it don't quite seem right to me. Let me see why that felt that way. Hang on. Let's see what's going on. I can't do it like that one. Hang on. I'm missing a bolt. Oh, I think I am. This position on my back is killing me. All right, hang on. Let me just try. Let me check this out before I actually visually do it. If I put it on, so I got one hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, just like that one. All right, it's only one way it can go, and that's perfect because you can't get it on if you ain't careful. Always start with the center bolt is what I would recommend doing because that's going to help you flex the others. And you want to kind of leave that pin in. It's even though because these new tensioners, I'm telling you, are not very gentle. Very tough to do it any other way, but Get this guy in there and go ahead with that one. All right, got it working. Once I got it holding, I can get to the other ones. There's not much room. There's everything in my way. I don't want to hit the grenade pin out, whatever I do. All right, get it worked in with my hand best I can. All right, now go ahead and get the other one too, man. And we're about done with that. And then we'll pretty much be wrapping it up. Gotta be careful. Try not to get on my videos mountains. I ain't been too bad, but I'm just here. It's been an irritating day. That first job, so. Mitsubishi was something else, I'll tell you that. Pretty sure it's a fuel pump, but got a lot of variables there. Now, I'm gonna look over a few other things about this oil leak. I do think I know where it's coming from. Causing a lot of blowback, I do know that. Somebody else has messed with this vehicle and I'm bolting some stuff, but I've cleaned the heck out of it when I did this job, so it looks a whole lot better. All right, we're in this last hole, and we'll get that guy in down here. Let me see exactly where the hole's at so I can get it in. There she is down here. And that's the last one. And we'll take our E10 and we'll tighten them up. Pop the grenade pin loose with the 16 millimeter and throw the air box back on. We're just about done. So really, this is the easy part. Everything else is clean, ready to rock and roll. So go ahead and now torque's back. Like I said, it's about, I think it's 19, I believe, foot-pounds, I believe. Check your own torque spec, whatever you do. Don't have to take my word on it, something like that, because if you want to check your own torque spec, you do enough, you kind of know by hand how it feels. Always gently do one. You rotate around is how you should always be doing that, just so you know. Always gently do one and rotate around. This battery here is dying, so luckily I paid attention. I'm about done. Get the battery life on these guys. That's one in. Get the bottom one, do it. Not all the way tight, but pretty tight. Then we'll slip the belt on, and then that should be that. So, belt. I'm gonna show you both of those specs real quick. I'm gonna do it in the camera, so I don't gotta move. I got you in such a good spot, actually. So you can tell it's right in there. Like I said, you just gotta work around these hoses, and that's about it for that one. Let's see. I like to use a flex wrench. That one's in there pretty good. You don't need to go too crazy tight with this, like I said. It should be fine. That one's in there pretty nice. Same way with this guy. All right, got that guy pretty tight there, pretty tight. And same here. And then we got to reroute the other pieces. That's about it for that rerouting. But like I said, that's about 19. You know, like I said, you don't want to get too crazy. 19 and then 19. I believe it's 19 foot-pounds. There we go. That should be pretty good. Now be careful when you put that back on. That is a 16 millimeter for that bolt. Y'all can kind of see how it goes. Only one way it can go, so I mean, you can't really screw that up, but I guess you can if you try it. So now once you put the belt on and reroute it, then you know a couple more things from there, but pretty basic. It's just wrapping up. So yeah, y'all can see pretty good. Let me go ahead and finish putting the belt on here. So let's just hook up around here. I've got everything up. The alternator now, route it up out of there, hold the mess out, and it kind of goes on the belt, set of the belt like that one. So, and it just hook along like that one. So, all pretty basic stuff. I mean, it's kind of the easy part, but if you don't know what you're doing, it can be tricky, I'm assuming. I don't know how you can mess this part up. Guess you could. I mean, be careful before I jinx myself. Got all that stuff cleaned out really good. I do know that, though. All right, and we'll hook this back up here. All right, so why is that being a pain? I don't know, but it definitely is tight. Jesus. It shouldn't be that daggone tight. I do know that. Smash my finger here in a second and we'll know it. I'm gonna know that one, that's for sure. Good Lord, it is tight. How did I thought it would be? Make sure it's on everything tight and properly done. Daggone tight, I'll tell you that. That's really strange. That is so tight. Everything else is definitely on there, but you know, that's why I say give yourself a little flex. You're probably gonna have to pull the grenade pin. Let me see. Maybe not, but I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a flex either way. I won't pop that down there, so definitely gonna give myself some flex. Now you want to be able to do the opposite way, I believe. Make sure this is right. You're gonna pull that pin. You're gonna want to pull. Let me see. You definitely want to pull back. see. Okay. Shoot. Never in my life, man. That thing's really tight. All right, well, let me see what I tight for. I don't. That is really tight. Okay, so that's why you get to look like an idiot. That's why I like doing stuff live. Always something fun you get to do. Now, always have the letters facing you. Always tell people, have the letters facing you. You're just gonna have to lift that around there, I guess. If I had more light over there, I could actually see better, but I don't. So let me try to put it over here and see better. Get the lip around there. I'm actually gonna try to lip it over that. And that should go right over there pretty easy. It's a tight brand new belt is all. It's really tight, that's all. Yeah, just take your time with it. And it'll go on. It's brand new. These belts get tight, you know that. Oh man, that thing is really tight. Let me go ahead and get some little flex and just kind of pop it on there. Let me get my little pry bar just slightly and pop it on there really nice. Fairly gently, but really tight. I'll tell you that. There we go. That's one rib on. It's two rib on. So you just got to give it a little bit extra play and a play. And there goes my wrench. I got it on though. Who cares? All right, belt on. So be really gentle with that belt. Mainly once it's on, there you go. It's on there good. It's just as tight as new. I figured it was, but dang, that really was tight. It was really tight. All right, so I didn't leave my nope, I got my bit down there. All right, so everything else is on. Let me double check that work for myself. A little follow-up job. Looking good. We on the bottom belt all the way. Make sure. Always double check everything. Make sure you're on there like you should be. Up here before you pour that grenade pin. If you pull it, it's too late. You can see it. Looking good, okay? So that's the out. So you know this. I don't even have to know that how that routed because you know that. See, the red part always goes on the outside. Smooth part always faces part of the ribs, okay? So either way, looking good. Like I said, I finished cleaning that up. I did that really well already, but I have to do a little extra. Either way, we're done. Putting the last few things on. Let me go ahead and pull that pin out. Go ahead. I got my snap pliers. I'm gonna snap-ons, pliers, or Milwaukee, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know at this point. We can pull the ring out. 1 second, and that's that. So. All right. So either way, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll flex that back off, and then we'll get it done. We'll pop the pliers right off. Just like that one. And I should release. That's so crazy how tight that thing will still be. That's pretty nuts. Guess you gotta push it away from you. Man, that thing is really tight, I'll tell you that. Whew. Why is it so tight? I don't know. It ain't going. They don't want to let go. God, that thing's in there, boy. Make sure I'm doing it the right way. Make sure I got it. I'm trying to pop that thing free. Good Lord, it won't let go. That is just crazy. I gotta be able to do it and get it to free up. Jesus, come on now, for the light guys. Yeah. Stupid thing, jeez. Never in my life had something so stuck. It's like the damn thing is stuck. You know, that's pretty crazy. I don't get why that is not one like that. So, I mean, that don't make no damn sense. It's just a bad tensioner. Oh, you know what? I could have got a bad part. Are you kidding me, dude? Wow. That is freaking insane, dude. That could be a bad part. I mean, I've never seen a tensioner not want to let go. And it literally probably is a bad part. That's the second one I got from them. Well, that's ridiculous. That is a bad part. Actually, that is insane. But yeah. Let me see how that thing is. Oh man, that's crazy. Anyways, let me take care of this. That's ridiculous. Let me take care of that. This is a freaking joke. For sure. And it's on there tight, so it's just freaking ridiculous though. Never in my life. Alright, she's on there tight. It's just a freaking piece of crap part. This the tensioner was seized. So I don't know. I've never had one do that. So let me see. Let me take care of this.